Are you looking for a mobile game to actually hold your attention? Then go check out our MMO by Mobile channel and see if there's something there that interests you. Otherwise, we have got plenty of news for all of you. New MMOs, 4, I think? Well, several. News on Lost Ark, MMOs shutting down, and more. So, go get a snack, relax, and let's jump into this week's Weekly Byte of MMORPG news. If you were unaware, last week Astellia Online held a closed beta that had thousands of players testing out the upcoming MMO. My wife Mrs. Stix and I got into the closed beta and gave out 100 closed beta keys to our viewers, and we posted a first impressions video of sorts on the channel. If you're interested in our thoughts on the game, how it played, what it looked like, and whether or not you should go ahead with the purchase, as it will be a buy-to-play MMORPG, then head on over to that video. For everyone else, the team behind Astellia are already hard at work planning their second closed beta, which again, we will be giving out beta keys for, along with several copies of the game completely free as part of a giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel and each of our Twitter pages, which will be linked below, as we will be announcing it via Twitter and the YouTube community section before each event. Last week, or earlier this week, for people who opted to not purchase the Early Access and Head Start edition for Shadowbringers, Square released their updated Shadowbringers expansion. According to various sources, Shadowbringers was the largest and simultaneously most densely populated by players expansion to date. I have a video recorded for posting next week regarding my experience in Shadowbringers, but for those of you that have yet to take the plunge, right now is as good a time as any. The game is packed with players, content to explore, and honestly, you're missing out on one of the best told stories in an MMO, pertaining to Shadowbringers, that is. The expansion is remarkable. In more somber news, Dragon's Dogma Online is shutting down. After 4 years of being online and having some of the best character creation, interactable action combat, and a pawn system not present in any other MMO, Capcom have called it quits. The MMO never even made it to the West, even despite how good it was. According to Capcom, it has become too difficult to continue offering a satisfactory service. Thus, instead of working through their issues or allowing someone more competent to publish it, they've opted to just put the nail in the coffin and axe it altogether. The game is still currently up until it goes down on December 5th, 2019, and if you are looking to play it, it is currently available in the PlayStation Store until July 11th. Otherwise, I guess it's back to Dark Arisen, or hoping Dragon's Dogma 2 is in the works. This one's a little unusual. Destiny's Sword, a Kickstarter-funded strategy MMO that I had absolutely no idea even existed, has ended their funding, raising over $23,000. Supposedly, the game has a large focus on PvP faction wars, a fully featured guild system, boss battles, and a quest-like system. Not a questing system, a quest-like system. Now, from what I can tell, it looks very different to anything I've pretty much ever seen in the genre, which could be a good thing, but could also be a bad thing. Last week, ahead of Final Fantasy XIV's Shadowbringers launch, Blizz released Rise of Azshara, World of Warcraft's latest large update that brought with it the new Nazjatar and Mechagon zones to explore, Azshara's Eternal Palace raid, the new 8-boss mega dungeon, Operation Mechagon, an edited Heart of Azeroth system, and a lot of other stuff. For a more in-depth look at exactly what Blizz added with Rise of Azshara, I recommend visiting the official World of Warcraft website. It's absolutely packed with info. For those of you still paying attention to Fractured, you'll be happy to know that Dynamite Studios recently wrapped up their first alpha test and are already planning a second alpha for July 10th. Of course, like all indie-funded MMOs, only people who back the game with a purchase of a night package will receive access to the second alpha. This means that everyone else is forced to wait until the closed beta, or even open beta, before they're given access to the game. The second alpha will focus on adding new content in the form of creatures, spells, crafting, equipment, and housing options. So last month, I did a video on Eternal Magic, a new upcoming MMORPG that looks like it was released back in 2005. It's supposedly a quote-unquote classical MMORPG, set in a huge fantasy world with a flexible class system and dynamic combat. The game is being published by 101XP, who are most notably known for browser MMOs like League of Angels, along with mobile MMOs like Era of Legends. If that isn't enough to get you excited and the video in the background right now isn't whetting your appetite, then you'll be glad to know that they are beginning their closed beta on July 17th. To participate in the beta, all you need to do is purchase one of the pre-order packs. Packs beginning at $15, with the most expensive pack coming in at a whopping $65, which is Absolutely ridiculous. But then again, that's just how we're treated these days. Bags of money dangling off of trees for developers and publishers to just up and pick because we're really that desperate. Just a quick note though, Bless Online, Warlords Awakening, Guardians of Ember, DK Online, and a handful of others have released with this very same model, attempting to take advantage of our community. Be vigilant, be wary, be cautious, as this is very, very highly likely to be just a mere cash grab. Lost Ark has announced yet another region is going to be getting the game, Japan. They've just signed a publishing contract with Game On, a Japanese publisher, to release the game in Japan. That makes several countries already, with North America and Europe not included. Speaking of the Korean server, Smilegate have just announced another large content update for the game, and although there is currently no confirmed release date and the content in question is yet to actually be revealed or confirmed, they did announce the addition of a new assassin class. Also worth noting, however, was that they mentioned plans on yet another country obtaining publishing rights recently. It is unconfirmed exactly what country, but people have a few ideas. What do you think? I just did a video on this yesterday actually, but Blue Protocol is a brand new up-and-coming anime MMO from Bandai Namco. It is unconfirmed whether it's an MMO featuring, like groups of players working in tandem, or instead an MMORPG with hundreds if not thousands of players simultaneously occupying a space. Either way, it's being made similarly to Tales of Arise, with an emphasis on pushing the limits of what PC hardware can do, while providing us with a rich story and graphics right out of an anime movie. I'm excited for this, as I mentioned in my video yesterday. It looks amazing, and it just has a lot of potential. I did a segment on Atlas a couple weeks ago and detailed how the team behind Atlas was working on a single-player version of their MMO. An MMO, mind you, that holds up to 40,000 players on a single server. I was baffled as to why people would want a single-player MMO, but I figured, you know what? I doubt that'll ever be a thing. Boy, was I wrong. It has since been announced that the Atlas single-player mode has gone into beta testing. Yes, you heard that correctly. To beta test the new single-player mode, the MMO itself is being put on hold while they iron out all the issues with it. Until that date, you can expect the MMO to be put on the back burner, even though people paid for the MMO itself, not the single-player mode attached. Black Desert is launching on a PS4. We all knew that. Were we aware it was launching on August 22nd? Maybe. What we didn't know though was that pre-orders for the game have now begun. While the PC version of the game is available right now for $5, the largest pre-order package that will have a 2-day head start is going for $100. Man, you guys really know how to make your money. Next up, Black Desert on the Switch with $100 packs available. Prepare your wallets. I've done 2 separate videos on League of Maidens over the last 2 months. Why? Because I have some faith that it'll be a pretty decent game. I've been in contact with the developers behind the game, and they seem pretty relaxed and dedicated to providing players with an MMO that they can enjoy. They've rolled out countless updates over the last few months, and after seeing that, I went ahead and reached out to them asking if they'd be willing to do a giveaway. A giveaway that would allow 50 of you guys to get in-game right now without having to spend a single cent and test the game out in all of its glory. The giveaway in question is going to be located on our website, or is currently even located on our website, so head on over there if you want your chance to win. There have been over 30,000 other people that have so far entered, and you could be one of the 50 to win. Finally, it turns out that Genshin Impact is not going to be an MMO at all. The team behind the game have yet to elaborate on exactly what online features are going to be available, but the MMO aspect of the game is now dead, which is kind of unfortunate, really, as I was hoping that I would be able to play the game with some of you guys. But yeah. And that covers the majority of MMO-related news that I was made aware of over the last week. If you know anything I missed, feel free to hit me up on Twitter or Instagram with a link to the article so I can talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.